got home last Friday. Excuse me. Just gone 4 days.
Thank you so much.
Where at, boy?
That's why they said they're going to be out of the shot and they're on that side.
Got a little nervous. Don't want to go back.
Hey, sweetie,
They got
how
to
you doing?
make it work.
Nice seeing you. Nice seeing you. Yes, it is. Thank you.
Yeah, Haley's got to go right
Yes,
there.
amen.
Where's Haley? Haley's got to be right. Yeah, Haley has to go right in the front.
No, right here.
Right there. Turn her around.
Definitely caught.
They see the governor and then they need to see Haley.
There's long ways in it.
Number of people here.
That's good.
He'll just stand next to you. Be just fine.
Look at Corey, this little organizer over here.
I'm only doing what I'm told, but I'll probably line up.
I know, I haven't moved from the spot.
I'm scared.
Chip and the governor, it's like a Catholic game.
Mama, she's nuts calling you.
Gosh, I'm so thrilled to have been a little hey.
How you doing?
So proud of you guys.
Thank you so much.
So happy for you guys.
Long time coming, right?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm retiring next year. My last year's next year, and I'm like,
Well, you've been
I could have been.
better, bigger.
But this is what I care about, Oh my goodness.
Well, we gotta do a selfie.
Here, you won't even, I'll do it for you.
I'm terrible. Hold on, hands don't give me mine too. I'm terrible. I will give
Sebastian.
Yeah, what's up?
I don't know where we're going.
What's up? Hey, excuse me. The photographer? Holler at her right there. Okay. Margaret.
Corey, will you do a picture?
Yeah.
We don't have any left.
Okay.
Just the president.
Okay. Let me do another one. Check it. Check down there in the corner and see if it turned out all right. I'll talk about it for you.
That was
She,
see you. Walking around this place. Let me get you another. Hey, how you doing, sir? Kenny Bradford, glad to meet you, sir.
Hey, CeeLo.
Where did she go to?
How are you?
I know.
You don't need me to tell you that.
I know it.
Okay, let's see if we can do
You want to try the other side?
Can you make room for Ross in my future wife? And you have a little baby. A baby. Can we just do it behind you? And this is
No worries. Huh? You want to do that?
You don't cry. There's
No, we
crying
don't.
in this box. Mr. Carpenter, can you see her parents?
I'm gonna steal it. How are you? Good to see you.
There's no crying in this box. Welcome. Do you see this? Look at this, Aaron. It's amazing. Where is your wife? I know, but where is Dawn? She's got to. Oh, no pressure, but she needs to get here. Look, I'm going to do another stand.
Way down. Hey, Glory.
It's a big day.
Yes, it is. I'm excited about this.
Now, we got to get them to Colorado.
You got that right.
Parents are asking me, how are we going to get to Colorado? I say, well, I want you to do what I'm doing. I got two of my sickle cell folks. I got two churches to sponsor one round trip flight ticket up there.
Right,
So we got to start. I said, there's no money in this bill yet.
right,
I
right,
never say it's not a possibility.
right.
We don't know because we got to be very careful with the funding part. If we open this up, everybody want to.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm telling you right now, the governor's not going to give folks tickets to go to Colorado.
Right, that's
So now this is where your family, community, churches come in to help.
correct.
I was just asked by a single parent. I'm single
Right,
with my child. How am I going to get to Colorado?
right.
Say now that's when I want you to start being innovative. Now I don't care if we have chicken fries, fish fries, whatever you got to do to get you a ticket, or y'all got to start carpooling. That's why everybody need to meet each other.
Right. And there's something I'd like give you something to maybe think about. We can go on Facebook and ask people for their Sky Miles to help. A lot of Delta employees would do it.
Awesome.
And a lot of the other airlines would do it. They would be tickled to death to reach out and help these kids and families.
How can we do that?
We can go on Facebook.
Wonderful letter.
And legally,
Yeah, because see, you
it's a
can.
donation.
Yes, a donation. They'll donate your Sky Miles. I know a little girl that used to have.
The governor's going to come out in a second to speak here, so I was going to ask if you want to stand off to the side or fill in around him.
Okay.
He's going to give remarks here.
Yeah.
And then he's going to
Now, how do we feel behind him? Because we are all like co-sponsors.
Right, so you need to either come, like stand to the
We'll
side
stand
or
right
fill
here.
in.
Margaret,
But just please,
Margaret,
let's just make sure that you
Come on,
clear
Margaret.
that it's not here.
Come on up here.
we gotta make room though.
Yeah. We'll let him. We'll stand aside. But we will talk.
You come over here with me.
And I will tell you how to get those Sky Miles.
We'll just stand here.
No, we can't. Let's just stand over here behind the governor.
Yeah.
Okay, and what we'll do,
Right here.
okay, what we'll do, I will reach out to some Delta pilots, some of the airline stewardess, and some corporations that have a lot of sky miles. I had a friend of mine, a girl that was going back and forth to Texas. She had cancer, and she couldn't afford to fly out there for her treatments. And all of her flights were donated to her through People's Sky Miles.
Oh my God, that's awesome. And I told her, I said, we got to just start thinking and being creative on how we can get to Colorado. Because, you know, there might be a group of you guys that somebody would sponsor a band.
Right.
And some gas.
I mean, I know no one else
drive up there and come on back.
That's exactly right.
But we got to be. This was the first one.
Right.
I just wanted to say it's not going to be rich.
Right. That's
We got to take care of ourselves.
yeah. And we can do that. The community, we're a community, and we can make it happen.
I need to. Where's my one of the main habits that's been here?
folks came into town 2 years looking for me last night. They asked if I would sit with them for a few minutes, and we were, that's
Corey. To her here, we're trying to find some ways that we can get some of the families to Colorado. You know what you just told me? We can get people to donate their scalpers. So we're going to start, maybe get a Facebook
I assume I got it.
where we can try to donate their scalpers. Herbert, we got to get together and see how we can do it where it be one thing.
Right.
And it'll
We
help.
can all get together. She knows me very well.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
So
It's not like I can't feed you.
yeah, because I would love to have one of those salads about right now.
You got that right. Amen to that.
I love Margaret salads. I don't have to have a pizza. I just want the big salad.
Well, that's my future wife. We communicate, so we'll
We
make
haven't
sure.
told you. We haven't
Right.
made it.
When are you coming? Margaret, don't come out on me. You're the next mayor now. Come on. Sorry, stop that. Yeah, tell her don't be saying that.
This area too.
Okay. Hey, girl.
I get y'all to slide around.
Okay. Where's the hug? How you doing?
Need it right
Good to see you.
How you doing?
Made it.
Ball scroll in earnest.
Where are we going?
Sure, thank you.
We had a hard time getting it.
Yeah, should I get you?
Show me where to go.
We need to make room for one more. Let me see. It's okay. Yes, it is. It is a big deal. Either come around and bag in right here. All right. Right in between.
Can you go on that side though?
Yeah.
Well, here, actually, I'll turn it.
It's not a big deal. We've been waiting on this for 2 years.
I know. Okay. All right.
I'm just a supporter. I want families that have been
Thank you.
doing it. I'm just here to support.
Thank you.
We got
Got
action
this
going.
spot.
We've got to have.
He's got
Yeah, we gotta walk through right
Oh,
here.
he got to walk through here. We still need some space. We can't move this a little bit?
No one else up here. He's got to be able to walk here.
Well, that's one of the families.
I know, but this is the reality.
There she is.
I can have her move back a little bit.
That's all right.
Huh. She's just a supporter. Okay, now.
All right, guys, we're coming out. We're coming out. We're coming out. We're coming out.
Okay.
Yeah. No, they just put me here. I can go out there.
Good to see you, partner.
Got them early, Brian. It's a great day.
That's awesome.
Now we can head out and see how close to Colorado.
That'd be easy.
This is
you doing? How y'all doing? Good. How are you?
God bless you. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Circle around. Alan?
God bless all y'all. This is a great day in history. It is.
Go right on. Come on.
I'm gonna need to sneak back over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna just trade spots with you. Trade spots with you. Let me just trade spots with you. How about that?
Yeah, because you got me where I can read his speech.
Trey's always middle back.
All right.
Here we go.
Y'all ready? Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am pleased to have you here today for an event that has been a long time coming. That is the signing of House Bill 1. Upon my signature, immediately the law will become effective, and it will give Georgia children and their families the hope and the ability in some cases to return back to their homes from other states where they have been for quite a while. In preparation for the enactment of this law itself, I signed an executive order on March the 27th instructing the Georgia Composite Medical Board and the Department of Public Health and other health care providers and other stakeholders to immediately begin taking steps that would pave the way for the mechanisms that are necessary to implement this bill. In the weeks that followed, the Medical Composite Board and the Department of Public Health have met on multiple occasions and have coordinated their activities. And with regard to this, the Composite Medical Board has created a patient waiver and a physician certification form, which will soon be available to patients that meet the specific criteria that are established by the Department of Public Health. I am told that the Department of Public Health is also moving forward on the creation of a patient registry, which is now entering the testing phase to ensure that the security of the patient medical information is protected appropriately. Once certified by an appropriate health care provider, patients will be granted documentation allowing for the possession of no more than 20 fluid ounces of low THC cannabis oil at any given time. According to the Department of Public Health, this entire mechanism should be up and running within the next 30 to 60 days. But the families that have been separated and have been forced to go to other states and become medical refugees will receive temporary cards that will allow them to bridge this period of adjustment and legally remain in possession of the medicine. I'm happy to say that 7 families will receive their cards today, and more applications are being processed even as we hold this news conference. For the many others who will be affected by this bill, it is important to remember that this is an entirely new process for both the Department of Public Health and for the state of Georgia. While a few more weeks may feel like an eternity, it's important that we get it right, and that is what we have tried to do. My office is moving forward on compiling a list of nominees to the Commission on Medical Cannabis that is created under House Bill 1. And this will be the committee that will provide oversight and recommendations for improvements that will be considered by next year's General Assembly. Finally, this bill will codify the trials currently underway at Georgia Regents University that I set in motion last year through an executive order. I've been informed that these trials are proceeding in a very productive fashion. I'd like to take an opportunity to reiterate that this does not set up a mechanism for selling cannabis oil, and that the state does not play any part whatsoever in how recipients are in possession of that oil. This will be an issue that will be the purpose of this commission to review and to make recommendations for next year. After so many years, in some cases, of separation and inability to receive what they consider to be appropriate treatment for these debilitating conditions, this law will now put in place a framework to be able to remedy that. Now, as you know, I said all along that this is an important bill for many, many people. And to those families and those children who are represented here today, I want to tell you that without your support, without all that you have done, this would not have been possible. So thank you for being here today. And there are many children just like Haley Cox for whom this legislation is named. And we will be making a further presentation to Haley and her family here in just a moment. But at this time, I would ask if the members of the General Assembly would move with me to the signing table, and we will sign into law House Bill 1. It is, hey y'all.
Gloria.
It is now my pleasure to present to Haley Cox and her family the first temporary card, and of course she is the young lady for whom this legislation is named.
Thank you, Governor.
We're now going to open it up for questions, and I would ask that you restrict your questions to the subject matter for which we're here today, which is House Bill 1. There will be an opportunity for me to answer other questions about other subject matter following the conclusion of this ceremony today.
So the sale of medical marijuana is not legal and the state wants no role in it right now. How will these families get access to this medical marijuana legally?
Well, let me ask Alan Peake, the sponsor of the legislation. Obviously, this is one of those questions that we've all talked about. The reason that that's not the case now is that we don't think we have done the proper study and laid the groundwork for it, and that is the purpose of this commission, to look at those kind of issues and make recommendations. But I'll ask the representative to speak.
We fully understand there are logistical hurdles and challenges to families that want access to cannabis oil. We do have one manufacturer in Colorado that many of the families that are here today have used their product when they traveled out to Colorado, that has agreed to ship it to families here in Georgia. So we believe that's one solution for kids with seizure disorders. But for those that want a higher level of THC that's allowed under the law, they will have to travel to another state, take the risk of traveling across state lines. But once they are in Georgia, as long as they've gone through the registration process, they will have immunity from prosecution. How historic a day is this for the state?
Oh. Well, I truly think it is a historic day. I think it is one that not only these families but others that they represent have been looking forward to for a very long period of time. I hope the message that goes out is that Georgia is a sympathetic state to families and to children who suffer from these disorders and others who come under the ambit of this legislation for other types of disorders, but that we want to try to do it the right way. We have started as of last year, as I pointed out, with our research university at Georgia Regents University doing approved FDA clinical trials. Those are moving forward, and we will have families in our state whose children will qualify under those clinical trials that are available. But then this step today, to begin the first process of providing relief, I think it is truly a historic day for Georgia. Thank you. That's correct. The 7 cards that are issued today to the families are for families with children with seizure disorders. The broader scope of individuals with other ailments that come under the definitions of this legislation, they will likewise be available, but it has not reached that stage right now, but we're in the process of expanding that.
One more.
Well, I think the question was how has the thinking on this issue evolved? I think the thinking on this issue has evolved probably in the most appropriate way it ever could for legislation, and that is to see practical situations, real lives, real circumstances that cause you to evaluate what can you do to relieve suffering. Many times legislation is based on theory. Many times it is based on recommendations of think tanks and experts who supposedly have made recommendations for legislative changes. This is one that I think comes at the grassroots, truly, from the families, from the children, and for those who are personally affected by it. And I think that is what has touched the hearts of the members of the General Assembly. It certainly has touched my heart. And I'm just pleased that today we're going to make a difference, and it's going to be a good difference.
Proud of you. Thank you. Thank you for what you do. Okay. I think that's it. Thank you all. Thank all of you. Thank you so much.
Okay, you can come home now.
Make the announcement.
Doesn't mean you get over there with a picture for the children.
Andrea.
What do we do?
Y'all can, somebody needs to fill it over on the governor's side. Most of them. Yeah, everybody get in. People need to fill it over there too. That was
cigarette.
I don't think we're going to block people if we do this. Yeah.
You get down in there and kneel.
And getting on their knees